we sell the modular stand. It's usually black and it has several parts to it, and I want to show you how it's assembled because that's frequently a problem for customers. Sometimes they get it and they don't know how to assemble it. So here we go. There's basically 3 or 4 parts to it. We've got this, it's called a foot. It usually has like a little button right here. You've got a crossbar, looks like this. If you flip it over, it kind of looks like a goal post for a football stadium, right? So I call this the crossbar. And we've got legs. This is the leg. The legs usually have the thumb screws on them. And I have an extension that comes out of the top. The extension is here, and there's like a little slot in the extension. So the slot is where the steel drum will hang on the stand. So usually the slot is aligned with the thumb screw on top here. So you'll see how that works there. The slot is right there with the thumb screw. Tighten it just a little bit. So the extension is sticking out a little bit because you need to leave room there for the leg to fit in, or for the foot to fit in. So you're going to take the foot, you're going to put the foot in the bottom of the leg. There's a hole right here, and this little thumb button right here, a spring button, is going to go into there like this. You're going to push it down, push it up in a little bit. Oh, see, I didn't give myself enough space here. The extension was too far in. Oh, now it snapped. So I lifted the extension out a little bit. Now that little button comes out of the hole right there, easy schmeezy. That way the foot is attached to the leg now. I'm going to do that with the other leg now too. This is the left leg. There's 2 different kind of legs. There's a left and a right. So again, I'm going to put this little thumb button, depress it real quick, push it up, and it goes right into that hole. So the left leg is here. The right leg is here. How do I know that they're right and left? The thumb screws need to be facing you. And then on the right leg, the thumb screw that's on the bottom near the foot is facing to the left, interestingly. And the left leg, the thumb screw on the left leg, the thumb screw on the bottom is facing to the right, or basically you could say towards the center, okay? So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take your crossbar and put the square end. It doesn't really matter, there's the square end and a round end. The square end can go into one side. If I can just tighten that up a little bit, the round end goes into the other side. Tighten that up a little bit, and that's the way the stand should look. Okay, so you can make these adjustments with the adjustment screws. You can make this go higher or lower. And you don't need to make these supersonic tight. You don't have to like crank them down, just as long as it's nice and tight enough to where this is not going to go back down. The other thing you need to know is, like I was talking about the right and left legs. So these are going to be pointing back towards you when you play, like this. So if I was playing it, and I put the steel drum on it, I'll make it like this. You notice I put the strap right there into that little slot. Makes it easy. The thumb screws are facing towards me when I play. The crossbar is across like that. You recall there was a round side and a square side to the crossbar. The round side, if you ever had 2 stands together, you can loosen this up a little bit and twist the leg. So that's one thing that's nice about it. One leg stays centered, it's not going to twist, and it's not going to fall over. But if you ever need to set it up with another stand right next to it, you can twist the leg a little bit. So there you go, that's our modular stand. We call this the singular modular stand. We also have another one that's called a double modular stand that has 2 crossbars and a 3rd leg.